Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have a story come straight from an AI machine? With the technological advances of AI generating stories, we can now create stories with limitless possibilities. But with this great power comes great responsibility. Join us in exploring the ethical considerations of AI stories and how we can create emotionally engaging stories responsibly. Let's find out what the implications are for AI generated storytelling and the creators behind it. Subscribe to NXT Gen and stay tuned to learn more about the implications of AI-generated storytelling and how to create stories responsibly. Don't miss out on this fascinating journey. AI-generated stories can give us creative ideas that don't have to follow the same old rules. With machine learning, AI-driven stories make us feel strong emotions and create amazing experiences for readers. Advanced algorithms let machines look at huge amounts of data and add details to stories that humans couldn't do on their own. But with this power comes questions about ethics. Can AI be used to manipulate us or spread false information? As creators, what kind of story should we let AI tell? The advantages of AI-generated stories are obvious, but so is the need to think about potential problems. With great power comes great responsibility, and we must ask ourselves if and how these kinds of things should be regulated if they're shared with the public. We also need to think about what kind of ethics should guide AI story creation, whose perspectives will be included, who decides what experiences or emotions get simulated, and do humans still have a role in creating powerful stories that only people can make? These questions bring up difficult ethical and practical issues that we can't ignore as technology advances quickly. So what would a reasonable approach look like when it comes to creating AI-driven stories? As AI-driven storytelling becomes more advanced, we're faced with some tough questions. Who should own the rights to an AI-generated narrative, the creator or algorithm designer? Will algorithms continue to reflect our biases and perpetuate inequality in content creation? Are there any essential elements of storytelling that machines can never truly master? To make sure we use this technology responsibly, we need to address and explore these issues. The future of AI-generated narratives brings up complex ethical considerations which have implications on how stories are told now and in the future. What balance between human creativity and machine precision is needed for effective storytelling today in our ever-changing world tomorrow? What ethical considerations should be taken into account when using AI-driven storytelling and content creation? Leave a comment with your thoughts. The possibilities of AI-generated narratives are almost endless, and understanding the technology behind them is key to unlocking their potential. In this chapter, we'll explore different technologies used in storytelling like natural language processing or NLP, neural networks, and machine learning algorithms. These tools allow computers to understand complex data sets like text or images, and when combined with knowledge about narrative tension points and archetypal characters, they create stories that feel more human than ever before. But this new power also raises questions about how we should use it responsibly. Who should have access? What kind of information should be shared freely? Are there any ethical implications when creating an artificial storyteller from scratch? These ethical issues don't exactly have easy answers, but if we address them correctly, they could lead us into some exciting new areas for storytelling, where humans and machines work together to create amazing media experiences. So what balance between human creativity and precision should guide us when using advanced AI storytelling technologies today in order to create meaningful content tomorrow? Despite the advantages AI-driven stories offer, there are also potential risks that must be considered. For example, artificial intelligence can have an agenda if its creators don't take the right precautions. It can be abused by people with bad intentions. Machines also struggle to replicate certain elements of storytelling like emotion or nuance. These areas still needed human touch for stories to be truly captivating. Finally, there's the question of whether we can trust our own judgment against potentially smarter algorithms. Technology is advancing quickly, but the ethics around new technologies don't often keep up. This brings us back to the same question: what norms should guide AI storytellers so humans don't lose control over how their narratives unfold? The risk of AI-generated stories are real, and we need to take action to protect ourselves from malicious manipulation. We can identify algorithms that may be producing biased results by using third-party audits or making data collection processes more transparent. We should also support more responsible methods of storytelling that consider ethical issues when using AI technology. Additionally, we should explore solutions like interoperability standards before content providers so people can easily check story details against different sources instead of relying on one platform. So what can viewers do now to help create a safer media environment? How can we make sure our future interactions with AI are transparent and accountable while still having a positive impact on society? What steps can we take to ensure that AI-generated stories are ethical and transparent? As a 21-year-old, you can take steps to support responsible AI storytelling, like questioning the sources of stories and looking for signs that a story was created by an algorithm or other AI system. You can also look for any bias used in generating content like gender roles or racism, and actively challenge it. Put pressure on organizations to promote ethical practices when creating machine-generated narratives, and participate in research initiatives that discuss the areas where humans still play a vital role in creating strong narrative experiences. It's important to understand the potential risks posed by AI technology so we can create meaningful stories responsibly. But how do we stay accountable while taking advantage of the possibilities offered through advanced storytelling technology? We need to think about the implications of AI-generated stories for humans. Machines can create complex and even moving stories using algorithms and technology, but they don't have the same understanding of emotion, nuances, and relatability that machines do. Unless they're given instructions by their creators or adapted through machine learning, they won't be able to capture these essential elements. This raises questions about how we can create content responsibly so it reflects human experiences without promoting negative biases against any group or person, but captures the emotions we should usually associate with stories created by humans. What other measures should we take when creating artificial stories to make sure they adhere to ethical guidelines while still capturing the emotion we feel? AI-generated stories can be really fun and educational, but without a personal touch, it's hard for these stories to really move us. Machines don't have the same emotional intelligence as humans, so they can't form deep connections with us through storytelling. AI algorithms can't replicate empathy or complex life experiences, which are essential for creating fresh and powerful stories. But that doesn't mean we should get rid of our machines. When used carefully alongside creative professionals who know how to tell great stories, sophisticated AI systems can help storytellers by creating new ideas for plot points or character development that could be impossible with traditional literary methods. So how do we use artificial storytellers responsibly so they help us instead of replacing us? The future of AI-driven storytelling is bright and full of potential. As technology advances, we can expect to see some more sophisticated and nuanced narratives generated with AI, with the potential to revolutionize the way we tell stories. However, as with any technology, there are concerns about the potential risks of AI-generated stories, including disinformation, manipulation, and a loss of the human touch. It will also be important to continue to address these risks and promote responsible AI development and use. Furthermore, we can expect to see increased collaboration between human storytellers and AI technology, with human input and expertise enhancing the creative potential of AI-generated narratives. As AI technology becomes more widely available, we can expect to see increased diversity and representation in storytelling, and as marginalized voices gain access to new tools for creative expression. Overall, the future of AI-generated storytelling is exciting, with the potential to push the boundaries of creativity and transform the way we tell stories. AI-generated stories can be incredibly creative and offer a range of possibilities, but they bring up ethical issues like manipulation, bias, and the loss of human touch in storytelling. We should also consider how we can responsibly use AI-driven stories, and what measures should be taken to ensure that the stories adhere to ethical guidelines while still capturing the emotion that humans usually bring to stories. To do this, we need to understand the technology behind the stories and find a good way to use AI responsibly alongside creative professionals who understand how to craft great stories. Have you ever wondered what the secret weapon of gaming is? Find out in the next video about gaming's secret weapon, and discover how AI is transforming the gaming industry. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to learn more about the cutting-edge technology that is powering the future of gaming.